Hello, hello, hello. It's been a little bit. It's been about a little over a week since I've uploaded on this channel. I had to take some time off. I was pushing myself quite a bit, trading a little bit too aggressively for me, and I had to kind of step back a little bit, kind of recoup myself a little bit, size back down. Because I was trading with around like 900 shares, 1,000 shares, and I wanted to really try and push myself. I tried doing 1,500. I did that for 4 days. I made 2,200, so I actually had really good days, but the stress was just eating me up. I was getting like stomach cramps. I was feeling nauseous, and I had to tone it down a little. So I toned it down. I took some time off. I traded today. Had a good day. But the main point of this video is I kind of want to break down what I want to try and do going forward, because I was doing some thinking, and I feel like this channel is good for me because it gives me one more thing to look at to know how much I'm pushing myself, and I'll get into it here, but me putting these videos out does take a little bit of effort. It's nothing like crazy, but the fact that I was feeling so fatigued that I couldn't even make these videos, that by itself should have been a red flag that, okay, maybe you're pushing yourself a little too much. So I'm back at these again. I'm going to try and do daily-ish, maybe two times a day. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and actually get into it now. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to outline the framework for what I want to do with this channel, where I want to take it, what it's going to be for. Till this point, I've posted like 7 videos or so, and all of them have just been trading recaps, right? So I do my trades, I make like a 10-minute video, I go over the trades, just a broad overview. And I think that stuff's helpful because you can see where I took the trades, because I showed like on the screen where I took the trades, but I feel like there's just a lot more I could be doing, and I think I need to start to, because I've been receiving some feedback that I need to branch out, and I went ahead and I did some brainstorming for some ideas to try. So let's go ahead and talk about some of those ideas. So post-trade analysis, this is what I have been doing, which is just reviewing the trades, going over emotions, pretty straightforward stuff. This is probably one of the easiest types of things to do, right? At the end of my day, I just throw up the charts and I go over them. Yeah, that's the easiest and main one I've done to this point. And secondary, we have live trades, which is it will take more prep, because post-trade, I can just set it up whenever I'm ready and start. Live trading, I need to make sure I'm recording and I'm make sure I'm in a good state to accurately describe my emotions as I'm going through the trade. So this one certainly takes more effort. I know when I started out, I loved watching live trades. I felt like those were the most genuine experiences, because, I mean, I don't mean to make it sound kind of premeditated or like not very realistic, but post-trade analysis, I kind of am able to set up a narrative, right? I can think about what I want to show. I can think about how I want to show it. Whereas with live trades, I don't really have time to think all that stuff through. So live trades give a lot more genuine feel. I think they're higher quality in a lot of cases than the post-trade. And I definitely want to start doing these more. So I've been debating how I want to do it. So I could do short-term videos where it's like, the little shorts where it's like you can see it on your phone. So I was thinking about maybe doing those. Maybe I'll just do regular widescreen long-form content and just kind of show like a 5 or 10-minute stretch of like the important moments. But yeah, live trades is definitely one I want to implement. It's probably the highest on the priorities right now. I think this one's the most important out of all the ones I could be showing. So let's go ahead and go on to the others now that I had, because I had 2 others in mind. So chart breakdowns, emotions, and players involved. So obviously I can draw a line, be like, look, support, look, resistance, right? And you go on YouTube, everybody does it. But I feel that people don't really talk about why things happen at that level, right? So if price goes down to a level of bounces, why did it do that? What were the people involved in that trade? What were they thinking why did they act the way they did when it got to that level? That's the kind of stuff that people don't really talk about. People are like, oh, well, you have this chart pattern. When this happens, then you do this or you do that. And to me, that's very unrealistic, because there's so many exceptions. Like, there are so many exceptions to why a pattern could set up. The same pattern can set up in like 5 or 10 different ways, and they could all mean totally different things depending on the context. Who's in the trade? Why are they in it? And yeah, so like I have like some of the players involved. Like, we got you and me, the retail trader. We've got the algorithms, the AI computers, institutional traders. And while, like, especially with small caps, a lot of people will say that institutional traders aren't involved with them, but they certainly are, to a much smaller level, right? Because an institutional trader can't go and just buy 5 million shares of a stock that only has like 10 million shares float. Like, they're just going to drive the price through the roof. So they can't do that, obviously. But they are still involved, and right, because you have them that are already vested in holding, so they're trying to get moves to happen. So I feel like a lot of people don't really think about that whenever they're talking about all these levels and chart breakdowns. So this one I think it's a lot more technical, but I think this is something that I could also talk about that could give a lot of value. And the fourth thing I have here is fundamental analysis, news catalysts. They are co-joined, co-linked. A lot of times stocks, especially small caps, can do sporadic, because if you're talking about day trading, the intraday moves can be random, right? If you look at something in the long term, fundamentals will win the day. But if you're talking like on a one-day basis, then realistically almost anything's possible. Like, you can't really say, oh, well, it's definitely going to go down today because the news was bad, or it's definitely going to go up today because the news was good. That's just not really how it works on intraday basis. Now, you can use it to kind of form likelier scenarios and try and form a strategy around that. But I think that fundamental analysis, understanding the companies, understanding the situation they're in, can give you an edge. I feel like it has given me an edge, because a lot of times I just won't take trades because I don't like the fundamentals. And, right? Because, like, maybe a company will come out with news or the stock will be rallying, but I look at the fundamentals and I'm like, this looks terrible. Like, there's no reason this should be going up right now. And then I won't take the trade because of it. And I feel like that has helped me more times than it's hurt me. So, at the very least, I think it's something worth talking about, because I think it is relevant, even if it's not the biggest factor. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to go over. So we got those 4 things: post trades, live trades, chart breakdowns, and fundamental analysis. I'm going to start to try and uploading more content like this. We'll see how well I stick to that. I'm going to try to aim for around once a day or so. Have one more thing to show here. So daily to bi-daily videos. I'm going to try and do it once to twice a day, at least once a day. And as I was saying earlier, I think this can help me directly, because one of the issues I ran into was I was trying to push myself, right? I went from like 1,000 shares 2 weeks ago. Last week, I bumped it up to 1,500. I was going to do 1,200, but I really... Well, we'll just say I've been wanting to push myself, try and get to where I want to be as fast as I can. So I was trying to push myself. I was pushing myself too hard. And I got to the point where I was so fatigued where I couldn't even like do other things. Like, I wasn't going to the gym consistently. I wasn't sleeping properly. And I was to the point where I was like, I won't upload a video. I just won't upload one. And like, that's something I really should be monitoring better, because I kind of just like rubbed it off like, oh, I was just feeling lazy that day. Well, and I don't really think that's a good way to approach the situation. But yeah, I think by making these videos, it's going to let me monitor myself. So I'm like, so if I'm making a video and I just feel totally out of it, it's like that can be another warning sign for me, or another thing I can use to gauge how stressed out I am or how stable I am. But yeah, I just wanted to throw this out too, because this is another thing that can help me. But yeah, starting tomorrow, I'm going to try and upload more videos using the 4 things that I went over here. But yeah, thanks for sticking around if you haven't already unsubbed. Oh man, this guy uploads a week and then he quits. Wow, good track record. Anyway, that's all from me. You guys have a good rest of your day.